So good morning, friends, and welcome to another amazing episode of Get In, Get Fit series. I have lots of good things to share with you, but nevertheless, I want to invite a very good friend of mine. I know she is many years my junior. We had met in 2019 in Manipal when I had gone to do a program on photography. And we were learning, dental photography because Richa is also a dentist. And I saw there was so many things in common between Richa and me, and one was art. And there were many a times when, I used to look into her Instagram post, so excited seeing the beautiful creations she used to create in her spare time. And I'm sure during the pandemic, most of us understood that, we all needed a mental well-being and a kind of a vent to all our creativity. And Mandala Art is one such beautiful way of expressing yourself. And I'm sure you're all having your papers and pens and colors, and usually it's in black and white, but any color is welcome. It depends on your mood or whatever you're feeling inside. Initially, generally starts as, you want to just scribble or doodle something, and then it becomes very formative, and then it becomes very creative, and then it goes to another level of, making you feel very calm and peaceful within yourself. So that is this session for you, the Mandala Art Therapy. And I have a very beautiful person with me, Dr. Richa. Dr. Richa actually was born and brought up in Bokaro, steel plant, I'm sure you must have heard. And she's a dentist by qualification and profession. She works as a general dentist in Tooth Affair Dental Clinic in Bangalore. And her hobbies include art and craft, photography, reading, gardening, dancing, yoga, cookery, poetry, etc. And it's a pleasure to have you with us, Richa. Over to you.
Everybody, it's a great pleasure. Thank you so much, ma'am, to invite me to this. And I'm feeling very honored to be here right now. And as we said, like when we met, we really connected, and I felt really at home around you. And then the way you have been all these years, very inspiring. I've seen all you're doing really amazing work with this Get Fit series, and it's really amazing. So thank you so much for inviting me to this. Now, so basically, Mandala Art has been a really good way of stress relief. It has been a way to, bring peace. I started doing this during COVID times when there was a lockdown and people were frustrated. I was personally frustrated. I had just come to Bangalore. I had started a new job, and then suddenly there was a lockdown. So there were very, stressful conditions. So I started doing this, and slowly I realized that it brings a lot of peace. This Mandala Art is all about, finding peace in the symmetry of designs. So it's the same kind of design which is very repetitive, and you go ahead doing that step by step, and then finally when it's over, if you have a very beautiful piece at your hand. So that was a really amazing thing that I found. And it's a very simple thing which you can do at your home with all of your small things like a cup or a plate or a glass that you find lying around in your house. And you can build a very beautiful artwork, which is not only a form of, depicting your creativity, but it's also an outlet. For if you have, like, for example, when I started Mandala, I used to feel a lot of overthinking I used to do while I was drawing it. I'll be thinking a lot. So many things will keep coming and going in my mind. The way when we start doing meditation, so we don't know what we are doing. People tell us that, okay, fine, you meditate, you sit and, like think about your life and concentrate somewhere. And we have no idea what to do when we start doing that. But over the time, what we realize is that our body has become calm, our mind has become calm, and that is when you actually understand the real meaning and the real, goal of doing meditation. The same thing happened with mandala as well. So when I started doing it, it was just to keep myself busy and not think about other things in life. And then slowly, over the years, now when I do it, I'm totally blank. I'm totally peace. Most of my work I do in my clinic, where it's a very chaotic environment, and there when I don't have patience, when I have time like half an hour or 45 minutes at hand, or even 15 minutes at hand, I just sit and scribble something, and ultimately it turns out into a totally beautiful piece of art. So I have made a presentation for you all just to get an idea of what mandala art is all about. Ma'am, can you play the presentation on your device? Yeah, so I have made a very simple piece for you guys. It looks very intricate maybe on the screen, but it's actually very simple, which I'll be teaching you how to do. And you all have your pens and papers with you, so you can just go ahead, pick a color or maybe multiple colors if you like, and just start off with it, and we will go from here. Okay. So this is like an A4 sheet which you all have with you. So you can just start. How we start with the mandala is this is a symmetrical thing. So you just have to create circles, and then around that circle you can go ahead and put whatever design comes to your mind. It's not like a hard and fast rule that has to be very intricate, or it has to be in a certain way. Whatever you have in mind, maybe it's a circle or it's just a dot, and you can just go ahead with that. And it's a repetitive thing. So in one circle, if you're drawing something inside the circle, you just have to repeat it along. And when you reach the second circle, then you can think of some other design. That's how mandala goes. Okay. So I'm using some very basic thing that is with me. Like there's a lid I have in my kitchen, and I have some coffee mugs with me here, and some paint boxes and all. So I'm just using those to create a simple mandala for you. And then you can also use the same thing like a glass or something, whatever you have with you, and go ahead with it. Okay. Ma'am, we are good so far?
Yes, Richa, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So if you're using household materials like this, I would like you to start from outside and then go in, so that you can see how your circle is going. You can just eyeball it, so the distance from each other is almost equal of the inner circle as compared to the outer one. Or you can just go ahead and use a compass. In that case, you can go from in to out or out to in. It's totally up to you. Okay. So I'm going from out to in. I'm making the bigger circle. So that will be my end of the mandala. And then I will go ahead from there. I'll go in. So here I have created my outside circle, and from here onwards I will just go in and create some more circles around it. We'll just see the distance from each other should be almost equal, so it looks symmetrical, it looks nice. Very much like in South India, we have a thing of making rangolis. It's something like that only, which you make with a pen and a paper. So whatever designs we do during making a rangoli, you can incorporate all those designs in your mandala just in a that will be it. So I'm making some concentric circles here. You can also do the same thing. You can either use the same color which you want, or you can use multiple colors. So every step will be of a different color. It's totally up to you. It totally, you can, like go ahead with your creativity and do something crazy. So yeah, here I have all my concentric circles ready. And now that our base is ready, now you can start drawing whatever designs comes to your mind. I have already created a piece, so I'll be just redoing that, doing the same design as you, as on this paper. You can do whatsoever you feel like, or you can copy the same thing which I am doing. You can just screenshot it right now, and then you can go ahead and draw the same thing which I do.
Share what is the pen you're using? The pen.
See, right now I'm just using a silver color marker. I have used a marker because when you start off with it, doing a very intricate design is a little difficult. So you can use a marker or a sketch pen which is little thicker, and then go ahead with the design. Later on, when you get more confident about it, you can use more finer pens like this. Like these are micron pens, which are like really fine ones. They come in different sizes. Okay. So this is like, you get some packets. I will show you some of my supplies here. So these are the kind of pens you get in the market. These are specially for doing mandalas. Okay.
Okay.
These
so
are
how do you go and ask people? You mean when you go to the stationery, how do you go and ask them?
You can just ask for micron pens, or you can order online, ma'am. This is very easy to find in any of the stationery shops, or if not, Amazon Pay is easily available. I can send you the link for it. It's very easy to find. For any, Perfect. If you type anywhere Mandala Art pens, you can easily find this.
Okay. And they come in different colors also.
Right, they do come in different colors. Yes, they have. I have a few colors as well. Like I have a few of whites and different shades of gray. I wanted to do a gray piece a while back. Okay. So I have different shades of gray and white, and you get it in all colors, like all blue, green, every color you can think of. You will get all those colors. Okay. So right now, what I am using is also for mandala only, but very like big ones. So you can use these on walls. You can use these for bigger pieces like that, where you don't need such intricate designs. So you can use thick nibs like this. Okay. So right now, what I did is I made some concentric circles inside, and then I am just eyeballing it and making a bigger like a center. I mostly like it when there is a opaque center, so that it brings your design very nicely. Like when there is a big circle at the center, it looks very nice. If you want, you can do some design also, or you can just fill it up. So I like filling my mandala at the center, which gives a very beautiful look. And then I'm just going to start making a circle around it. Why this circle? Because though designs are very nice, but the empty spaces are equally good. So you need those empty spaces as well, so that it shows the color of the paper, or it gives a relief to the whole design. Too much of design will look very congested, and it won't give you that calm feeling of a mandala. Okay. So I am just making a circle around it and a few circles. We are going with very simple designs. So I'm just making few circles around it. So this will be my first layer of design. This is totally freehand. You don't have to be very precise, but if you can, that will be really amazing. But since you are just starting off, you don't have to think so much. Just do whatever you think that is good enough. If you want it to be really symmetrical, you can use a protractor to make a grid out of it with proper angulations and all. That is what I do when I am doing my pieces which are to be framed. So I don't go freehand over there. I properly make angles and all, so that all my inside designs will be equally distributed, and it will be very symmetrical. Used this like an instrument box. You get this one where you can draw the angles. You can get bigger protractors also like this, which I use on my bigger pieces. So basically you have to keep it in the center and, mark all the angles, and whatever designs are there, you have to make the designs in those particular angles in that particular grid so that it will be very, very symmetrical. Okay.
Yes, dear. Yes. Now we can see things also, and we are able to, see the design you're drawing. So go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am. So basically we have done till now, and then we will make, just as I told you, that we need some kind of relief. You can change color also if you want. You can do some gold colors or some silver colors. Whatever speaks to you is totally fine. So like, so I'm just mixing and matching it a little bit. Earlier I had used silver. Now I'm just doing it with a gold color, just to show you that you can use different colors and it will still look very, very presentable, very, very beautiful. And these are like really basic designs. This is like a flower petal kind of a design, which you can go ahead. Symmetry is the key, basically. Try to make the design as symmetrical and as similar as possible, so that it will look very nice, very put together. And you have to be like, the thing is, you have to be very good at hand coordination, and that doesn't come in one day, but eventually it does. So don't have to worry about it. Don't have to think too much that, okay, my one design is a little different and the other one is looking very, very different. It's all okay. As you progress with it, as you go ahead with practicing it, being consistent at it, then slowly you will get that kind of coordination, that whatever you are drawing, it will be almost similar to each other. So till now we are here, and I'm just now going to make some dots. See, there's no, as I told you, there is no hard and fast rule. You can just go ahead by simply making any design that comes to your mind. So far so good, ma'am?
Yes, perfect. You're able to see you do it, and it's so clear.
Yeah. So see, we have used the silver color inside, and now we are going ahead with gold, and still it all looks good. So it's not like you have to use, normally traditional mandalas used to be done in black and white, and now people are experimenting with different colors, so you can go ahead, use different colors, and go crazy with all the colors, whatever it feels like. It's all about how you feel about your art, and there is no rule for it, like this is how it should be. Now I'm just making some very simple jalebi like design, and the thing is, the in between the black, whatever you can see, since I've used the black paper, so the black is seen under my design, which also looks very pretty. So it's not all about what you scribble, but it's also about how much of a empty space you leave. That also makes your design very, very unique and very, very beautiful. So you can just go back and forth, not necessarily that you have to go in one direction and finish it. You can just go back and forth as you wish, and then go ahead with doing, like, if you've chosen one circle, the only trick is that you continue with the same design all over, so that it looks symmetrical. And then for the next circle, you can think of something else. So far we have created this much. We started with a very simple circle, and now we are up to this. So yeah, now I'm just making one more circle around it, so that that empty space wala thing still holds good, and we have little bit of negative space also, which will show through my design, which will look good. Is this okay, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
We are running a little out of time, is it?
No issues. We can log in again in case the link goes on. Just all the participants, just log in again, please. With the same link.
Yes. So right now I'm doing another of design. This is also one of the very basic designs of mandala. So it's like a lotus petal, which I am doing. So mandala art is basically what earlier ancient mandalas used to be all about flower design or animals or something, whatever they could see in nature, they had incorporated in this particular design. And then it was all about symmetry. If you see other artworks and all that, most of our Indian artworks are, taken up from ideas from the nature. It's mostly that. But in case of mandala, the only unique thing is that it's a reoccurring thing. It's like it's a repetitive thing. It's a symmetrical thing. That is what separates it from other art forms.
As you're doing, I just remembered, Richa, it looks more like the rangolis they put and the mehendi designs you put also, right?
Yes,
Almost similar.
yes. Yeah, ma'am. That's why I told in like the Rangoli culture in South India is very, very profound. It's beautiful. Every morning you will see people doing those things outside their houses. So it's really beautiful. So the designs are somewhat similar, somewhat same. You can use the same design. It's all about symmetry. See, symmetricity is something which is considered as very powerful, like a driving force in nature. When you see leaves, when you see any kind of thing that occurs naturally, it is symmetrical somewhere or the other, or they will be following certain patterns like the spirals or something. So symmetry is key, symmetry is powerful, it considers as a source of good energy. So yeah, and mandala art is also about a very good energy. So if you want to, gift somebody something, you can give them a mandala art piece. It's considered as a very auspicious thing to give to people, like for their housewarming, or if they have like my one of my very close friend, she opened her new business, jewelry business. So I gifted her one big mandala piece, as she had her opening on that day, and I gifted her that. So it brings her good fortune and good luck. So you can do that. You can learn mandala and then gift it to your near and dear ones.
This looks very beautiful. Inside out, it looks very beautiful.
So you see, I am just using freehand, ma'am. Right now, the thing is, if you want to go ahead and do some really intricate designs, then you can use a compass or a protractor and then do it. Or if you're just sitting around, all you have to do is have a paper and a pen with you, and you can go ahead and do it. Something comes in your mind, or if you're not feeling very good about the day, how it's going, or you're not having a very positive energy around you, so you can just sit and draw through it, and then maybe you can think of whatever is troubling you, or not think of it totally. It can also work as a healing thing or an escape from whatever you are feeling. So it can be used anywhere. Like, you don't need so much of supplies to go ahead and do it. You can just simply have a pen and a paper, and you can start doing something. uh, when I used to travel in flights, I hate flights. It's so boring. You have no one to talk to, and you're in a totally congested place, and there's so much of turbulence. But then I used to carry one journal, one small notebook with me, and I'll keep doodling. That time I was not into mandala at all. But then I used to doodle some mehndi design or something that will keep me very, very calm, because the turbulence is very annoying sometimes. So I used to use it like that. So I never thought that I am using it like help me mentally. It was just an instinct to draw something and keep my mind off the turbulence. But then later on I started realizing that yes, it can be used to bring you peace and make you feel very, very calm.
I can see a mandala in black and white behind you.
Yes,
You've done
this
black
is
on
my
white and
very
white and
latest
black.
piece. Yeah, it's like yin yang. So and half. This is one half. This is other half. And then this is on black paper with white ink with a white frame. And this one is white paper with a black ink and a black frame. So this is my latest piece. So it's like yin yang. So this is my art station kind of. So I have put it over the top, so it will give a good feeling. And like I really believe in the positive energy of mandala. So wherever I feel that this is place where I need some kind of energy, I try to put it over there.
This looks lovely.
I have got house. So I have got some 4 or 5 framed pieces, and the others I have given to my friends and relatives and all that. So most of the time I generally gift artworks to people. So that's how I use my creativity.
Do you have other pieces which you have drawn in those colors and all? Do you have them right now?
Right. Colors, I don't do much. I do have a gold color piece. 1 second. I will show it to you. So this is my gold piece which I made.
Can you take it out and show, because I can see it in the glare?
Yeah. 1 second.
Wow.
It's framed, so this is the gold color thing which I did. And then this is my first art piece. This is my first piece.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Yeah. So, but then you will see the difference. This, the other art pieces, like the one which I have done, the yin yang thing, and this one has a very haphazard kind of a design, whereas this one has a very, obviously those two are very different things. But then as you progress and as your mental state changes, I believe that your artwork thing also changes a lot. So when you are calm, your artwork will also be very, very calm. When you're thinking too much, then it will also show. But it's okay. There is nothing called bad art. And it's like whatever bad thing or whatever troubling you, if it is inside your head, it might get worse. But then if it is out on the paper, you created something beautiful, you found an outlet just to ripple your negative thoughts, your negative feelings, and that is really amazing. So there is nothing, I love that art. I have kept it framed because it shows me that from that journey till here, I have come a long way, not only in the artwork field, but also mentally. So that is very, very important.
Very well said. Very well said.
There's one more piece near my coffee. This is like my coffee table kind of an area. So this is like one more piece which I made, which is like very, very intricate. This is what I was talking about. You need negative space. This is very, very intricate. It looks beautiful, but from far off, it's a little, I don't know, you don't get to appreciate the design so much because there is no blank spaces in between. This you will learn eventually. Like when you start drawing, you feel that I'll make so many designs and it will look very pretty, but actually that's not the case. You need empty spaces as well. And that happens in life also. Like you have so many things in your life and your life will be like a party and it will be really, really amazing, but not always. There are times when you need empty time, like the time when you don't do anything, you just sit with yourself and love yourself, and that alone time is very, very important. So we have finished our mandala, which is looking very, very pretty. And I would love to see what you guys have made. So please, ma'am, please send anybody who has drawn with me. I would love to see what they have done.
Sure. I will share the images to you soon, Richa. But before that, I just picked up two things from where you left. So first thing, you were talking about the harmony in the picture. The first picture, you said how troubled the picture looks because of the so many thought process and all the kinds of things inside there. Whereas as you did the yin yang, it became it was beautiful because there was a lot of symmetry and there was a lot of peace. So and you said how it helped you also be calm yourself and bring in positive energy into your life. I remember the works of a scientist who took the water crystals, and he started, seeing that the water crystals showed beautiful patterns when words like love, peace, happiness, and all was said to the water. And when you say that to the water in terms of hatred and all those negative words, how the molecules of the water changes. Similarly for the plants also, they say, when you touch the plant, hug the plant, love the plant blooms better. And when the reverse happens, then nothing much happens. So this is also be used in medical science. They say like when anybody is sick, each of your cells, you need to push in that positive energy. And as you say nice words to yourself, like you said, self-love, each molecule of the cell changes, and even very lifestyle changes like cancer, diabetes has been helped and in some cases even cured because of these positive words. So that was one takeaway for me. And the other one which you tried to say about self-love. We at Get In Get Fit, we also have a parallel series called the Pamper Yourself series, where I talk about self-love and bring in speakers for self-love from head to toe. And every Saturday this is the same link, and we sit down between 10 to 11 to just understand life in a much more lighter way, in a much more meaningful and a holistic way. And today was one such beautiful session by you, Richa. Truly, I know you are hardly in your 20s, and the way you speak says so much of experience and volumes of what you do. Thank you so much for your time, and any questions, you can unmute and ask, or give your valuable feedback to Richa.
Beautiful. I love to do this. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Richa, it was really very calming. As you are doing, I was doing along with you. I just finished the same thing in a smaller scale. It is really calming, as you say. Aesthetically beautiful and calming in mind. Fantastic.
Thank you,
I would be happy to see what you drew. It would be amazing.
Mini ma'am does draw. Anyway, I would love her to speak about it.
No, Vidya, I was just saying, as she was drawing, being an amateur, I was drawing with pencil so that I have the chance to erase if I want to. But it was so beautiful. It was so calming. And at the end of it, when I'm looking at the picture, even though I'm an amateur, it looks good. The
show it to us, ma'am, if
pattern.
you would mind. Just show it to us. Lift it up and show it to us. A little more up. Oh, wow.
Oh,
it looks so beautiful.
Wow. Amazing.
Very nice, Mini ma'am.
One thing I would want to say, what you said about erasing, that's the thing about mandala. You have to appreciate your mistakes also. You make one mistake somewhere, you draw something beautiful around it. Don't erase it. Just continue drawing something. You find a good design in your mistake and continue the same design everywhere. If you're drawing with a pen, you do not get to erase. If you do anything in life, you do not get to erase. What you can do is you can just build something very beautiful around it. That is what is mandala. And what you have drawn is beautiful, ma'am. It doesn't need an eraser anywhere, I think. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I
Thank you.
love
That is
that
encouraging.
explanation.
Thank you so much.
Mini ma'am is a very senior doctor, Richa, and you know, she has been a part of our journey for the last 2 years. And she does art therapy also, and she does exclusive, beautiful things. It is in her own humility that she says that, you know, she is an amateur, but she's an artist, she's a dancer, she's a singer,
that is not
she
a
does
work of an
everything.
amateur. I can see that.
I know.
That is not a work of an amateur. I can see that. It's beautiful, amazing.
And she's an amazing person inside out too. I mean, you know, she's our well-wisher,
Yes.
I would say an advisor for the entire team.
That's amazing. That's really nice to meet you, ma'am. That is very, very nice to come in contact with so many amazing people. And Dr. Vidya gave me this opportunity to, you know, it was a very surprising thing for me. I'm like, I don't know what to do. But then I was like, never say no to anything. Maybe it's a very amazing experience. So I thought, no, I should join this. I had seen so many videos of her on YouTube. So I was very, very fascinated with this. And it's amazing. It's an amazing platform to come together and share your things with each other. Really amazing.
Awesome, awesome, Richa. Lovely having you here. And Sudama also, I mean, you know, she was
I'm very
also so
happy.
excited. I know she's
Yeah.
put a chat that
First
she's so excited.
First, I thought it is very difficult to do it, but you taught very well. So now I have hope to do and make all.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Please do it. I would love to see what you're doing. I'm also very amateur at it. I started only during lockdown 2 years back. So if I had zero knowledge of artwork, I was very bad in school, very, very bad at it. I was scared of colors. Still I am. Like I have started with whites and grays. You will see I don't have any colors in my drawing because I'm very scared of colors. I have that, you know, childhood say I have that fear that maybe I will not do it properly, but then eventually I'm getting there. So you guys, I am pretty sure if you start, you will become really fabulous in very less time. Don't have to worry about it. You guys are amazing.
And Ambika says, learning is easy through your session, mindfulness through art. Thanks, Richa ma'am. Thanks, Vidya ma'am. Rhoda says, it is definitely calming and relaxing. One second. And, you know, there is nothing wrong in mandala. Repetitive and consistency is what we need to do. So, you know, lots of good comments, and I've taken those screenshots of your session, Richa. I'll be sharing them with you. And it was awesome having you on board. Truly a wonderful session. And thank you so much.
Yes.
And thank you, Mini Ma'am and Sudama, for all your insights and that lovely feedback. Thank you so much. We will again meet next week, same day, on Saturdays at 10 a.m. with the same link. Do join back. We'll have another amazing speaker next week, and lots more of art therapy will come also in the sessions. So take care.
Super.
Goodbye and have a great weekend ahead. Lovely to have all of you with us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.